The internal factor evaluation, also known as the IFE, is a strategic management tool for evaluating major strengths and weaknesses in functional areas of a business. In order to complete the IFE matrix, it is important to list strengths and weaknesses the firm faces. Then you assign a weight for each factor, with a higher weight meaning it is of more importance. It is important you make sure that all the weights for the strengths and weaknesses equal to 1. Then you assign a rating of 1 to 4 assigned to each factor. 4 means a major strength, 3 a minor strength, 2 a minor weakness, and 1 a major weakness. Finally, you find the weighted score by multiplying the weight by the rating, and you total them all up. When we first analyzed Coty's internal factor evaluation, we compiled a list of approximately 14 different things combined. The main strengths we found were similar prices compared to competitors, dedication to diversity, research and development, licensing, ability to grow, reputation, innovation, organizational structure. However, when we focused on the weaknesses, we found that Coty has more depth than competitors, profitability lacks when compared to competitors, turnover ratio was high, which means they're holding onto more inventory than it needs, supply chain issues, dependence on retail stores, and limited distribution channels. For starters, the fact that Coty has similar prices when compared to competitors is a great strength. For example, Coty's CoverGirl brand mascara can be found at Target for $5.89, and L'Oreal's mascara is found at the same place with a similar price of $5.59. Although it does not necessarily set us apart from competitors from a price point of view, it is important that we are similar. In Coty's mission statement, they emphasize their dedication to diversity. A new thing Coty has started is a Beauty Around the World series. The idea is to bring in a well-known makeup artist from another country to discuss the hot trends currently happening in their country. Most recently, they have brought in makeup artist Clarence Lee from Singapore. It is important for Coty to do this because as an international company, it is important for them to keep up with beauty trends in all countries they serve. Coty has started to work on their inclusion and diversity strategy, which is spearheaded by an internal multifunctional steering group under the sponsorship of 2 executive committee members. This group is in the process of developing a roadmap for Coty and will report via the Responsible Growth Steering Group to the executive committee and annually to the board of directors. Some of the features of this roadmap are working on developing diverse and inclusive leaders to strengthen equality of opportunity in the most senior levels of our business, exploring how we align to the UN free and equal standards of conduct for business for tackling discrimination and related human rights abuses affecting the LGBTI community, and continually listening to our employees and including their insights to inform our actions. In addition to that, Coty has put an emphasis on research and development. For example, in September 2018, Coty inaugurated its new International Research and Development Center for Perfumes, which created 30 new high-value added positions. Daniel Ramos is Coty's Chief Scientific Officer and a member of the Executive Committee. He is responsible for research and development, global regulatory activities, global product stewardship, trends and innovation, and consumer affairs. In October 2016, Coty closed its historic acquisition of 41 Procter & Gamble brands, which catapulted Coty to the position of 3rd world's largest beauty brand. After this merger, Coty reorganized itself into 3 segments. Coty's brands are divided into Coty Consumer Beauty, with brands such as Clairol, CoverGirl, Max Factor, and Wella; Coty Luxury, which comprises of Hugo Boss, Calvin Klein, and Alexander McQueen; and Coty Professional Beauty, which includes OPI, Clairol Professional, Wella Professionals. Each division has its own president and employees that look over that specific division. This allows for more focus within the divisions, which is another strength. In addition to the historic P&G merger, Coty commenced a strategic partnership with Burberry. Coty acquired an exclusive long-term global license rights for Burberry Beauty luxury fragrances, cosmetics, and skincare. Innovation is something that Coty has been really focusing on in recent years. In December 2018, Coty introduced a revolutionary fragrance discovery experience that mixes touch, smell, sound, and sight for a fully immersive journey across the world to find fragrances. Unveiled for the first time in Buenos Aires, Argentina, the experience helps shoppers explore Coty's luxury fragrance portfolio and find their perfect scent match. Shoppers wear a virtual reality headset and pick up one of 7 different scent stones, which each represent a unique olfactive territory. The user is then propelled into an immersive universe which brings the specific olfactive territory to life through the scent and textured stone, 3D visuals, and sound. Shoppers can then discover their perfect fragrance match based on their preferred territory. The innovation use of mixed reality allows shoppers to remain in the store environment while providing an additional layer of magic and otherworldliness that the fragrance category is known for. In addition to the revolutionary fragrance discovery experience, Coty has launched the first at-home hair care color action for the Google Assistant on Google Home smart speakers and smartphones. The Clairol Color Expert provides consumers a hands-free, voice-activated guide to the entire at-home hair care color process, from finding the right shade at the shelf to applying color, reapplication, and aftercare at home. This step-by-step service is perfect for first-time and repeat colorists and is easily accessible. Just say, "Hey Google, talk to Clairol." The Clairol Color Expert builds on Coty's digital innovation strategy, which focuses on insight-driven, consumer-first, and category-level solutions to consumer problems through the emerging technology and new platforms. When it comes to Coty's weaknesses, it is important to highlight what we feel like Coty can work on. Coty definitely lacks in profitability when compared to its competitors. Coty is falling hard behind their competitors in terms of profitability, but this could be due to their P&G acquisition. They have experienced massive expenses to acquire these brands in order to grow. Coty's return on equity is currently negative 1.86%, whereas main competitors such as L'Oreal has 16.06%, Estee Lauder 40.38%, Unilever 74.51%. This is a huge gap when it comes to return on equity compared to main competitors. In addition, Coty's profit margin is between 1.55% and 13.58%, whereas the same main competitors L'Oreal is between 8.32% and 14.46%, Unilever 13.06% and 18.42%, and Estee Lauder between 6.7% and 14.31%. Another main thing we notice about Coty is they have much more higher debt than others in the industry, but once again beats Unilever by a large amount. When it comes to the equity multiplier, Coty is not doing that poorly. It is almost on par with L'Oreal and Estee Lauder and beats Unilever once again. The equity multiplier shows how much funding is provided by assets compared to debt. Coty has 96.54, L'Oreal 4.61, Unilever 32.54. Coty is a highly levered firm with poor profits and turnover. They have a weakness due to their acquisition of P&G brands and need to turn around their shortcomings due to capital. They could be harmed significantly due to these at the moment. On the positive, though, they have a decent quick ratio, and as long as they can make their debt payments, Coty can use this leverage to grow rapidly. Once their profit margins start to turn around and their logistics are settled down, they have potential to really make an impact in this industry. Coty has also had their fair share of supply chain issues recently. The company has been grappling with supply chain disruptions related to the streamlining of its distribution centers in Europe and the United States, after its acquisition of about 40 brands from Procter & Gamble. In November 2018, Coty's shares plunged 22% as supply chain issues came to a head. Hurricane Florence had a huge impact on Coty's supply chain issues, as there was a shortage of packaging products directly after the hurricane. In addition to this issue, Coty was struggling with supply chain issues in Europe as well. A luxury goods warehouse located in Germany just could not keep up with the amount of products. Lastly, Coty depends on retail stores. If there are no retail stores, then Coty would not be able to distribute, sell, and make profits off their products. Coty does not have their own stores, so in addition to depending on those retail stores, they have to compete with other brands within those stores. After we considered all these strengths and weaknesses, we put together our IFE matrix. In terms of strengths, we weighted ability to grow, research and development, and prices similar to competitors higher up on the matrix than some of the other strengths we compiled. In terms of weaknesses, we weighted supply chain issues, turnover ratio, which means Coty is holding on to more inventory than it needs, and lack of profitability higher up on the matrix.